The joining. We are called the joining of two souls village. For we do not call it marriage, we call it the joining of two souls. We are a small village outside one of the big sites that have over 1 million people, and all we do within the village is we have not weddings but joining of two souls. So we will call it a wedding but joining of two souls, and those two souls do not have to be man and woman but can be woman and or man and man. Everything about the weddings are pretty much the same. Cake, ceremony, and the reception afterward. The cost of the regular ceremony are all the same price. The only different in the price is the size of the cake and or hired music and or the size of the people that show up. We charge by the persons that show up. That means everyone that shows up. Bride and groom and all others that show up. There is a set price for up to 20 people and then so much after. The stores are about the ceremony, and the reception after awards. We do not encourage alcoholic beverages, but in some cases we will have a bar and they pay for their own drinks. Sometimes if they pay for it we have live bands, karaoke, and or just some music playing in the background. Like a CD or MP3 music. So here are some of the stories that happened within our village. All might not be about the joining of two souls. How the village got started was there was people that come into town looking for a place to get married back then. So we said we can do that here and you can stay at the hotel, and within the hotel there is a big room that we can have it in. Yes, we have a 200-room hotel. We call it a village because downtown it not very big and all the stores and buildings are on the east and west side of town. The big city is to the south. And to the north there is another big city, but it is like 40 miles north. The city to the south is about 6 miles south. So there is a big sign just before our exit on both sides to advertise. So we get a lot of people stopping to check this out and the cost and how big the buildings we have to have the joining. We have built a building now that can hold up to 400 people for the reception. The church can hold up to 400 too. So that is why we build the building that can hold 400, because of the church and hold that many. Probably everyone that is reading this would like to know where this is and want to have their joining there. But I am sad to say it is only in my mind that I write this. So I do not know if there is a real place like this or not. So here we go with some of the stories that is within my mind. I got up on a Friday morning and went to get some lunch at the hotel dinner. For that is the only dinner within this small southern village, at least on this side of town. So when I get there and went in and sat down, the waiter come and said, "Same thing, John?" I said, "Yes, the same thing. I get applesauce, cottage cheese, peach yogurt every morning for breakfast. I cannot have eggs or bacon, but one time I could. But not now, and that is real bummer. I like scrambled eggs with bacon and toast and home fries. I like pancakes too, and they make good ones, and sometimes I will have some here. We have a joining here on Saturday and everyone is getting ready for it. They have gone in and set everything up, and the cake has been ordered about a week ago, for this cake is a good size one, for there is going to be close to 400 show up. So just about everything is going to be filled up. The church will be full, and then the party will be so big that the main floor will be kind of small this time. I think over time we are going to have to build onto the back about 20 more feet for tables. Then the main floor will be bigger so more people can dance. Then again, not all of them might now show up, so that would be good in a way. Well, I am done eating, so it is time to get busy and start cooking all the food for tomorrow. I am the one that cooks all the main course, like steak, and anything else that needs to go into the oven. And while I do that, here is Tom, and he will take you around and tell you about what will happen in the church and even in the ballroom after the ceremony. I am Tom, and now we will head to the church and talk about some of the things that will happen tomorrow. Okay, we are here in time to go inside, and what is a bummer, I just wish you could see this, for this church is magnificent. The big colored glass windows, big colored doors, all the pews are velvet colored cushions on every pew. Up front there is a podium with big velvet cushions and other things that they might put up there later. The joining here is a little different, and some will say what they wrote, and or the pastor will perform all of the joining. Oh yes, the last sentence is always "Now I pronounce you joined and you may kiss." Then we go to the reception hall, or we call it the ballroom. Because there is a big shiny ball in the middle of the room. The light shines off it and it is something to see when it is all lit up. Well, I have to get things done now, and I will talk to you later when someone here will have time to talk to you. Until then, we will see you next time.